Where'd you get the idea? Because it feels like I'm listening to your story, and it feels like everything that you've gone through has prepared you for the next moment, right? One of the things that you didn't have at the beginning, you said, was financial education. So as you're making, I mean, $250,000 is a lot of money for an officer. Obviously, you put the grind in and the work in to get to that salary.
Yeah.
How are you becoming financially disciplined? Who's putting you on to these ideas to say, or are you going through neighborhoods and seeing a need and saying, all right, this is opportunity? Like, how are you like taking this perspective?
No, man, that's a great question. And what it was actually a friend of mine. He had about 15 years more than me in police work. And I remember he would always be so happy to talk to me about entrepreneurship and business. See, in my police department, I'm not going to say that it was a toxic environment as far as with my employees, but their morale was down. So think about going to a workspace, right? And being around just people that complain all the time about what they do, right? And this is what allowed me to separate myself from them, because I'm a very optimistic guy, guys. I'm very solution driven. Dude, the house could be burning down. I'm gonna find a solution to stop it, right? So that one friend who had 15 years on, he would always talk about business ideas, and I would be the only one to hear him. So we'll sit there, drink coffee. He'd be like, "Dude, it would be awesome. What can make us financially free?" I was like, "What?" He's like, "So." I was going through the internet. I was going through Facebook, and at this time, guys, I wasn't on social media for 8 years. Okay, so I was completely off the grid. And he was just like, "Dude, I saw this thing on social media with ATMs, and you could put your own money in it. You could buy the machine for the manufacturer, and then you can make residual income off of that. You can make off the fees, surcharge fees." And I was just like, "Wow, that's interesting." Right? I didn't take it seriously like I was gonna do it at that time, but he had put it in my ear. And then when it came at the moment where all that critical events happened with my family, and I was just like, "Dude, I gotta figure it out how I can make either the same amount I'm making right now, working 80 to 100-hour work weeks, but reduce the time that I'm investing in doing that." And that was the first step. A lot of people, they think of, how can I become a millionaire right now? And that is the wrong path to think like that. And the reason why I say this is because in business, you guys always want to use leverage. You guys want to go through the path of least resistance. The path of least resistance for the average person like myself, for anybody watching this right now, is that you want to leverage what's already working in the market in any niche. Okay? So if you see that ATMs is working, why can't you do it? What is stopping you from doing it? Well, the thought process behind new entrepreneurs or entrepreneurs that don't go into business and don't know about investing is they think about the negative stuff first. And that's what it comes down to, man. I thought of the negative stuff first when I first started my first couple businesses. My family still thinks negative stuff about starting businesses. Whenever I would tell my mom about starting, whether it was the ATMs or the credit card processing or probably the digital consulting or moving to Miami or moving to San Diego the past few years, right? Or even being a police officer, every single time that I would tell anybody my ideas, they would shoot them down. They would shoot them down. And I know that everybody watching this right now, and including you guys gone through the same thing, where you guys are like, "Well, we're going to have one of the biggest podcasts in financial literacy." And I could guarantee you, each one of you guys probably had one person say, "Sure."
Yeah, I got some text messages still saved.
Your little podcast, right? I've had exes say that about me. "Your little business is not going to work. You're in law enforcement. You're a cop. What are you thinking of doing? Like, you're a grown man. Be serious about it." Which led to me splitting from an ex, but that's another story.
No, that was
but to go to it, man, that one friend is what put that idea. So when it came down to it and I had my back against the wall, dude, it just made sense. I was able to delegate one day out of the week to it. And I was just like, okay, I have experience in sales. I know how to talk to people, so why not? And that's ultimately how that idea was able to come to reality. I was able to go ahead, buy 10 ATMs initially. And at that time, ATMs cost around $2,100. I think right now they cost around $2,300. Mm-hmm. And I was able to deploy them out there, man. I was able to go to businesses, talk to the owner, tell them the value about having my actual machines rather than the competitors. Because a lot of people think like, well, isn't the market saturated? As of right now, yes, the market is saturated because the business has been around for so long. And this is why I still have that company. It's still going, but is it growing massively like the past few years? No.
The scaling of it.
Exactly.